Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful sunny day in the Northwoods. And I don't even want to turn around yet because this is what this side of the road looks like. I don't know, you see behind me. And I have recorded in this area before. I walk this pretty regularly. A little more now because this is what they're doing. And as much as I hate to say it, because I can see so far away and I know nobody's out here, it's kind of nice to walk the dogs out here, but this is what. And they consider this not clear cut. Whatever. These couple of spindly pine trees that, how long are they going to last before they frickin' die off and fall? They're half dead as it is. So sad. It's my whole childhood. Logged off in a few days' time. I'm not even sure this took days. And this is part of the realization in the Stand 2 relationship. I come out here and I don't know. This was a big deal to me, man. This is a big deal. And he was just annoyed at the fact that he had to spend his time doing anything. And that's what that aha moment that this person tells me he's so in love with me, yet he could give a fucking shit less about what makes me me. Wants everything to be about him. Anyway, I think that there are a lot of people out there that need to spend more time getting to know their partner. And that when you get into a relationship, I don't even bother with Tinder, because you know what you see on Tinder is a whole bunch of guys with pictures of fish. Which, at this point, I'm going to be 50 years old in not even a couple weeks. I don't even think it is. What is the date today? And at this point, no, I don't want to go sit out in a goddamn boat all the time. I don't mind it once in a while. But these guys that really think they're going to find some girl that just wants to be sitting on a boat all the time, especially in your 50s, when I've spent my whole fucking life doing what other people expect and want. I don't want to sit in a boat all the time. I don't mind it once in a while. But, in turn, I do expect whoever I'm with to spend a little time doing what I want to do. But they act like this is pure fucking torture. I don't know. When I go out and sit on a boat with a guy all day, I don't feel like I'm acting like I'm being tortured. And then they just think that because you're not acting like you're being tortured, that this is something you want to do day in and day out without any interest in what I want. You know what? Take your fishing pictures and shove them up your goddamn asses. And I do feel like Tinder is what you're left with. Otherwise, you can pay to meet somebody, which to me is just the same thing, only now I'm paying for it. Guys don't read your profile. They look at your freaking picture and decide whether or not they want to do that. And then find out if you like fishing or not. And if you don't, well, a whole generation of people who are so goddamn selfish that they can't see past that. You know, we're going to go up here. Come on. Anyway, again, just bitching about the fucking opposite sex, which, you know, again, I am more than willing to say that there are probably plenty of women that are completely fucking selfish as well. I'm just not, well, I do deal with them, and I choose not to even go down that road either. I come to the realization that, you know what, I do have a, you know what, yesterday I did not mean to make it sound like my sister and my family, I confide a lot in, but, you know, they're an hour away. It's hard. Time's limited. People aren't into phones. But I have a friend at work. And you know what? I don't want to drop names in any of these videos anymore. So I'm calling him Ozzy. I decided. Always liked the name Osborne. That's what I wanted to name Mariah if she was a boy. And by the time I had Ryan, I wasn't feeling like I wanted a kid named after, I guess, a rock star that I do like. But that's not why I like the name. But anyway, if I could meet a guy my age like him, but I think that ship sailed when I was in my 20s to find a guy that actually, they get married. I ended up with a whole string of very narcissistic men. And we're stuck in a world where, you know, the importance of communication in a relationship, going both ways, because communication is a two-way street. You have to listen as much as you're talking. And I know I do plenty of talking. I feel like I overtake conversations a lot. And I guess, you know, part of that is my personality too. Because I do feel like I do that. And it happens before I think too much about it. You know what? We'll walk back this way yet. What are we at here? About 10 minutes. And then, you know, I am from the generation where women were forced into the workplace. And my attitude really is at this point is I am paying my own bills and there ain't nobody coming around offering to pay my rent for me. So guess what? You ain't paying no bills for me, man. I will do as I please. I'm not gonna freaking fit myself into your damn box. And I think there's a lot of women my age that feel exactly the same way. You know, these guys are still living like we should just do what they want. And if we don't, it's just because we're women. No, it's because we are women that are not treated the same way. We don't make the same amount of money. We're expected to survive off of less money, have the same things off of less money, take a lot more shit at our jobs because we're made to believe we have to. And why, if I'm paying for everything, why in the hell should I come home and not be able to turn the heat to the temperature I want or have the goddamn toilet paper that I want? No, not doing that. I have a freaking place here too. And then to put my time and energy into somebody else's shit. You know, and that's what the videos don't talk about, is how fed up we really are. There is no equality, and all you hear is the men bitch. And see, look how far back in I just walked. Whatever. We want to come out here camping. I should probably not say that because who knows? This day and age, everybody's trying to hurt everybody, and you've got to be afraid of opening your own door. Because God only knows who's on the other side. And you're walking behind my house. I took the dogs behind my house this morning. I live in a mobile home park. And on the other side of me are more houses. Like there's a road back there. There's more houses. So there's only a few people that have access, and those are the people immediately around me, which means the neighbors around me, or the people from the houses. And there's a whole bag of fucking garbage back there. There's more than one. One of them has a bunch of deer remains in it, and you know, I get so sick of the people. You know what? No wolf is putting deer remains in a garbage bag. And it has to be the people around me. I'm better out. Well, and out here, apparently on this side, I have not ran into any poop. But that's probably because they were in here logging. Hey, where are you? Myrtle, come on. Myrtle! Listen to this. All right. I guess that's my session for today. None of it sounded that positive. Because this isn't really the way I go around feeling. You know, what these... I want to dump my shit here. What I should be doing is saying, you know what? After this... because what I go through in the end of these relationships is just... my body hurts because I've been suppressing. I feel like I have to give up parts of myself to maintain the goddamn relationship because he can't handle anything. Of course he's in love. He can walk all over me. And then accuse me, well, you mustn't have been in love in the first place. No, love does not mean that I sacrifice every part of me for you. That's not love. And I need to tell that to myself. That is not love. And I questioned the love that I felt because, dude, when... And you know what? To me, you get into all this psychology stuff, yeah, it probably looks from his end that I just flipped the script. But the reality is that all of a sudden you hit this aha moment where you realize that you really aren't being listened to at all. He may be putting the time in. I don't know what the story is because I'm not even at his house to even know any of this. Because there's a limited time. And he focuses on that. Well, this would be different if... But he don't actually want to give up any time. He makes it like he does. Which all it did was, you know what, I don't want to keep bitching about this. But it just, it starts to feel like I'm just chasing a phone. I don't want to chase a phone. And then he says a bunch of shit over the phone and he don't follow through with it. He does what he wants. And I'm just supposed to go, okay. And if I don't, I thought I should be more understanding. No! I don't need to keep understanding. What you need to do is follow through. That's not flipping the script. That's just reality. And then I just decided I don't want to deal with this no more. The same could be said for Stan too. He spent a lot of time listening, but I don't know. I don't know how much time he really even spent listening. I think that was another thing. If it was everything was going right, I wouldn't have felt like there was something wrong. Anyway, all right. Whole flipping of the camera was for me to say, hey, this is my life. And whereas I'd love to have somebody to spend some time with, that's not all I want to be doing. I still have my life that I have created for myself. Okay. Bring myself back again. That's what meditation's all about. Your mind goes and you need to bring it back. So, this. Love it. Look at him look at me. He's like, what's going on now? What are we stopping for? It's a woodpecker. Because there used to be a lot of activity, animal activity in this spot. Like, you see deer, and you'd see turkeys, which is probably why because that where I seen all the poop yesterday is just up the road on the other side of this curve, and it's probably good pickings around. Was anyway, till this all, this brush is a clear cut from 10 years ago. And this is all the further it's gotten. And none of those are anything. Those are all shit trees. Brush. That's all it is. And that's what well, we're going to walk back past it. That's what all this is brush. That's all it's going to turn into. No real trees. That's the woods of the next generation. That's what our kids have to look forward to. And their kids. My little grandniece. And those areas where it's all lush and green and those flat spots. Now all that green, lushy, pretty looking stuff won't survive now because it won't survive the sun. What'll end up growing in there is a bunch of thistle. And you won't even be able to handle going in there with the dogs because all they do is get full of thistle. Because that's the way it is up on the other end. Honestly, this here area right here, if I walked up in there, there'd be a ton of thistle up in there. You don't even want to walk up there. And that's the reality of it, that nobody pays attention to. And here, that's oil from their rigs. If the DNR would catch us out here, they'd be out here fining us. Whatever, it is what it is. What can you do? Okay. All right, this is Jen from Jen's House of Zen. Despite the negativity in this video, everybody have a wonderful day. It is a beautiful day up here in northern Wisconsin. That's where these videos come from, and this is what it's actually like. And it is a beautiful day today. Before I go off on another tangent, I am doing the best with what I have been given. Good day.